Jeff Rose here. We're on Lake Lillinonah today. Been very fortunate. Was contacted by Eurotackle and asked if I'd like to come out and do a little demo on how I use their lures. I've been using the Eurotackle products for a little over a year now. Started last August when the Z-Viber 16th ounce was released, and did very well with it. Done a lot of crappie fishing with it, caught smallmouth too. Mostly a lot of giant crappies. I'm sure some people have seen them on Facebook. I do a lot of posting on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, Eurotackle gave me a call and said, hey, why don't you come out and show us how you work the lures. So we're about to head out here on Lillinonah in Connecticut, and I'm going to do some working with the 16th ounce Z-Viber, the 8th ounce Z-Viber, and perhaps some soft plastics from the Micro Finesse line, like the B-Vibe and maybe the Fat Assassin. We'll see what we can do. It's awful windy today. Wind's supposed to be blowing 15 to 30, the gusts of 40, so we got our work cut out for us, especially when we're finesse fishing. So let's hop on the old Ranger here, head out on the lake and see what we can do. One of my favorite ways to catch the crappies is on the B-Vibe. I think a lot of people know that already. I like to blacken, take the chartreuse B-Vibe, I dye the head black. I don't know if it matters, my buddy gets them on the regular chartreuse also. But what I'll do is, simple setup, 16th ounce jig head, and I'm just gonna vertical jig it. I'm just gonna drop it down. I like to stick with the lighter heads, even though it's windy and it's difficult to work. I like it to kind of just act like it's floating while it's down there. I don't want it to be clunky and sink to the bottom and look, oh, there's a fish right there. Before it even hit the bottom. I like it to kind of look natural and just float around down there. And if you use a heavier head, you can't accomplish that. There's one right there. See that? One of the things I really like about the B-Vibe and all the Eurotackle plastics, they're so soft. You see how that moves. I've got a lot of other lures from other companies, and the paddle tails on them, the tail just doesn't move unless you're cranking it in at high speed. When you're crappie fishing, you want to have your jig right in front of the crappie, and you want to move it just a little bit. And that tail moving, when you're just gently working it up and down, it just kills them. They have to hit it. It's the best Micro Finesse swim bait on the market in my mind. Fishing 30-mile-an-hour winds with a 16th ounce jig head isn't the easiest thing to do. Viber. Let's see what we can do. And we're on. Doesn't take long. Got a small one, but still a lot of fun to catch. The 8th ounce Z-Viber is great. I'm so glad Eurotackle came out with that. It's so much easier to fish it when it's windy. The 16th is just a little bit too light for 30-mile-an-hour winds. The 8th is perfect. Oh, he came up on it. Lifted me. These are little guys. You gotta get on some big ones. Oh, man, they're whacking it. I'm just dropping this down to the bottom, lifting it up maybe 6 inches to a foot. That's where I'm gonna start. Give it some short rips. It's important to have a fast action rod. That way you can really get some snap into the lure and make it vibrate. Drives them nuts. Fishing with a Z-Viper isn't your traditional way of crappie fishing. Usually guys, when they crappie fish, really do a lot of finesse type fishing, real soft and gentle and slow. When I fish the Z-Viper, I'm really ripping it. Giving it a good action, making it vibrate. The crappies seem to love it. There's one. Oh, it's a little guy. He choked it though. Look at that. Little tiny crappie choking the Z-Viper. Get back on the spot. I just flip it out. I'm in like 20-25 feet of water right here. Let it sink to the bottom. I usually try to keep contact with the lure as it sinks and pay attention to my line, but with this wind it's difficult to do. Because a lot of times they'll hit it when it's falling and they'll pick it up. They'll come up on it. Just doing real short, hard rips. Like I said, not your traditional crappie style of fishing. Oh, I just lost that one to some zebra mussels. Bye-bye. I haven't fished with the glow Z-Viper yet, but I've seen some good stuff online. Other people catching good fish on it, so let's see if the crappies like it. First one on the glow. First time using the glow. Awesome. I'm a little disappointed we haven't got any bigger fish at this spot. Might have to spend a few more minutes here and we'll take off and go try some other spots I got. I'm getting whacked. I got stripped. Feels pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Decent one, right? Yeah. It's not too bad. It's not huge, but it's decent quality crappie. Another one on the Z-Viper. I'm gonna try fishing the Z-Viper a little bit differently here than vertical jigging. I'm gonna cast it out and let it sink, and then do some ripping and let it sink, rip, let it sink. It's just another option to vertical jigging. Works well if you're around ledge, or you know, if you're around wood, it's a little tough to do it like this because you might get hung up in the wood. But if you're fishing mid-lake ledge or rock and stuff like that, it works really well. There we go. a little guy, but still you can see the technique works. All right, so I got a marker buoy out here. Don't really need it, but with the wind blowing me around, the fish are really tight and they seem to be in one spot, so I got the buoy right on them. Z-Viber works. It's perfect for, you know, 15 to 40 feet of water. Really works well. Gets right down there. Got good contact with it. I can feel it the whole time. There's one. Little one. You heard of flying a kite. This wind today, I'm flying crappies. All right, it's got a pretty decent one here on the Blue Chrome Z-Viber, 1/8 ounce. It's a decent one. Jigging it in a tree. About 8-10 feet of water. Hey, I had a lot of guys on Facebook and whatnot messaging me, asking me how I'm working the Z-Viber and how, you know, how do you use it in deep water. So I'm going to show you a little something here. I got the 1/8 ounce glow Z-Viber, 2 treble hooks, tungsten rattles inside, and it's got 3 positions to put the swivel on, so you get 3 different actions out of it. Let's see if we can get a crappie on it out here. And what are we in? About 28 feet of water, and there's fish everywhere here. Of course, that's always the key to catching the fish, is being on them. So let's see what happens. We're going to drop this thing down there. I got a marker buoy out because it's windy. It's hard to stay on the spot. Just drop it right down. Try to keep an eye on your line as it's going down. It's hard to do in the wind, but a lot of times they'll hit it on the drop. I think I'm on the bottom there. I'm going to do a couple real short, quick rips. And there you go. It's a decent one. Must have caught, I don't know, 100, 125 fish today. It was a slower day than usual. It was a wicked cold front, nasty wind blowing, but with the Eurotackle Z-Viber and B-Vibe, we definitely cleaned house today.